This is Viewers Corner News. Our news analysis today are on: the new electoral law of Nigeria will drastically reduce or eradicate election malpractices in the country. Those Nigerians supporting Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu, who has been absent in all important engagement to lead Nigeria, should have a rethink. The People's Democratic Party of Nigeria is a very corrupt political party and should not be allowed to lead Nigeria in 2023. Every sincere journalist who has been covering the activities of Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State would understand how corrupt his government is. Look at how Mr. Atiku Abubakar's wife subjected a female police officer to a bag-carrying maid. Stay with us. The new electoral law of Nigeria will drastically reduce or eradicate election malpractices in the country. The Viewers Corner News team is informing those Nigerians who wrote to our office, saying that in 2015, the crowd following Mr. Peter Obi is the same crowd that followed ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, but President Buhari defeated him. They also said that the crowd following Mr. Peter Obi meant nothing. Our take on this is that Nigerians should remember that before President Buhari came to power, manipulation of election results was easily carried out, but with the new electoral law, rigging elections will be difficult. Therefore, Nigerians are determined to have their votes recorded and counted. With all these measures in place, election malpractices will be drastically reduced, which is nice. Again, voting in the past was done manually, it would be carried by hand to wherever it would be sorted out, thereby creating an opportunity to fraudulently tamper with the election results. Ex-President Goodluck Jonathan's government was bad. There was lots of mismanagement and corruption under his leadership, so when the APC President Buhari came with their agenda to make Nigeria great, Nigerians believed them completely. But today, APC President Buhari's government has deviated from the promises they made to Nigerians. Hence, the people of Nigeria want them out of office so that they can try something new. It must not be either APC or PDP. Such an era is coming to an end. These two political parties in Nigeria, APC and PDP, have too many corrupt people as members and do not have what it takes to direct the affairs of the country. Therefore, the crowd you see following Mr. Peter Obi is real and they are going to vote for Mr. Peter Obi massively in 2023 because he is the hope of a new Nigeria. Those Nigerians supporting Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu, who has been absent in all important engagement to lead Nigeria, should have a rethink. What evidence do the people of Nigeria need to know that Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu is not fit to lead Nigeria? The people of Nigeria should tell themselves the truth because the world is watching. How can Nigerians think of electing a very sick, elderly person to direct the affairs of the country? This is not done in any part of the world except in Nigeria and other African countries. This is part of the reason the continent of Africa is still backward to this day, which is bad. Nigerians should leave sentiment aside and vote for competence. If Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu had come 8 years ago to contest for the post of Nigeria's president, he might have been accepted. But now, he cannot carry the stress associated with the leadership of Nigeria because of his health condition. Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu's leadership, assuming he is elected to office in 2023 as the president of Nigeria, would create more problems. The economy of the country would suffer a huge setback, worse than it is at the moment. So Nigerians should think properly before casting their votes for any presidential candidate of their choice in 2023. Nigerians should help the country to grow for the good of both the present and future generations. Again, do not choose leaders based on ethnicity, choose based on the capacity of the individual in question. The People's Democratic Party of Nigeria is a very corrupt political party and should not be allowed to lead Nigeria in 2023. The internal crisis in the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria, which they are unable to resolve amicably, has disqualified them. Some Nigerians believe that the political party would have learnt its lessons by now by doing what is right in order to redeem its image as a corrupt political party in Nigeria. But, the way things are going at the moment in the party, it seems that they have not really learnt their lessons. They are still the same people and may not change their old ways of doing things. The information reaching Viewers Corner News from our correspondent in Abuja, Nigeria, revealed that members of the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria at the top level allegedly took a decision to collect over 120 million naira for their housing allowance, while those at the lower level, who are on the field campaigning for the political party to be accepted and voted for by Nigerians, get nothing. We ask, is this not corruption? Mr. Atiku Abubakar, who is the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, is not speaking much on how to end the problems going on in the party. This problem is surely going to affect Mr. Atiku Abubakar's performance in the 2023 presidential election. Again, to end this problem happening in the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria, Mr. Ayu, who is the national chairman of the political party, must step down. He is a very corrupt and very deceitful leader. Leaving such a man as the national chairman of the party will do the political party more harm than good. Nigeria's presidential election is near, and no reasonable political party will like to start having issues at this point. They should be strategizing on how to pull their resources together to see if they can make it to Aso Rock Villa in 2023. Every sincere journalist who has been covering the activities of Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State would understand how corrupt his government is. The federal government of Nigeria accusing Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State of embezzling the COVID-19 relief fund meant for the people of his state should not be a surprise to Nigerians. In the past, the Viewers Corner news team reported how corrupt Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State is. He is not only corrupt, but associated with everything that has to do with making people unhappy, especially if you do not agree with his evil agendas. Our point is that there is always time for everything. Like we wrote in our past articles, Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State cannot fool all the people all the time. A day shall come when those people you hurt so badly will be in a position to treat you the same way you did to them. Again, if the federal government of Nigeria carried out more investigations on issues of corruption under the leadership of Governor David Umahi, they would discover that more than half of the funds given to him and his government to fix Ebonyi State were stolen. It is not only the COVID-19 relief fund, there is a whole lot of money that went into the pockets of Governor David Umahi and his close associates, which is bad. Look at how Mr. Atiku Abubakar's wife subjected a female police officer to a bag-carrying maid. A Nigerian female police officer who was an orderly to Mr. Atiku Abubakar's wife is now a bag-carrying policewoman. The Nigerian police force authorities allegedly said that they would punish the female police officer for carrying a handbag for Mr. Atiku Abubakar's wife. In our opinion, the Nigerian police force should not punish the female police officer because she is only obeying orders from Mr. Atiku Abubakar's wife. If the female police officer had refused to carry the handbag, it is still those senior officers of the police force of Nigeria that would query the policewoman for not carrying Mrs. Atiku Abubakar's handbag. So the Viewers Corner news team is calling on the Nigerian police force to deal with their management failure and leave the female police officer alone. Again, this is the reason Nigerians want a new leadership, a situation where reform will be carried out in every sector of Nigeria. If you want to get more analysis on politics and good governance, health issues and others, subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. This is Viewers Corner News Channel.